Alrighty then. So between recordings, I decided to dabble around with the combat controls to see if I could maybe kind of figure out a way to make it more intuitive, and I have realized that I just can't do it. So what I have discovered is that with Gothic 1 controls on... Oh, now I'm on Gothic 2 controls. Okay. With Gothic 2 controls on, it seems to fix the issue I'm having where you can backstep after a forward attack, but now I'm noticing that when you do side swipes, you can't backstep at all. Or block. Well, I guess you can block if you press the block button, but since block is now on a separate button than action backward, you're not going to accidentally block attacks. And this complete inability to backstep while sidestepping is kind of equally problematic. But then also there's this issue where the game like automatically locks on and makes it so you can't like move as well. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that, you know. I like having my opportunity to move around freely and then choose when I'm locking on to stuff. Whereas with Gothic 1 controls on, you know, I have this issue where when I try to backstep after a forward attack, it does a block instead of a backstep, which is bad against monsters because you can't block monsters, but at least against humans that would block an attack, so it's not a complete lose-lose. You know, and you can backstep after left or right swipes. So I think it just means I need to adapt my strategy to use the side swipes instead of the forward swipes in certain situations. So that's what I'm gonna do, and because I accidentally triggered dialogue with that guy, I'm gonna reload so I can actually figure out what it is that he said. But yeah, it's kind of annoying because I don't remember having any sort of issue with blocking while trying to backstep after a forward strike in the other games. And I don't know if this is me having a Mandela effect moment or if this is a legit change that happened in this game. But I also remembered there was one thing I wanted to do. I had wanted to see if I could learn combat training from Archolos and not have to pay the fee because I'm not a member, and I guess I still have to pay a fee, even though I have been welcomed into the community.
Tyle wystarczy?
Tak, to rozsądna ilość. Mogę teraz nagiąć polecenie Albyna i coś ci pokazać. Tylko pamiętaj, każda lekcja też będzie kosztować.
Mogłem się tego spodziewać. Zacznijmy trening.
Mam nadzieję, że odpowiednio się rozgrzałeś.
Alrighty, so that gets me to the 30 threshold for the improved combat animations, so that should help a lot. And at this point, my plan was to just kind of explore around the other half of the town. I'm supposed to be getting a treatment for Yorn by finding Bodavin. I'm supposed to be getting 2 gate guards to help. And both of these are kind of temporarily on hold, so I'll just keep exploring in this way and see what we run into.
Witaj, chłopcze. Chyba jesteś tutaj nowy.
Tak, zgadza się. Niedawno przybyłem na wyspę.
Przypominasz mi mnie samego sprzed lat, gdy przypłynąłem na Archolos. O bogactwach kryjących się w tutejszych kopalniach Było głośno w całym królestwie. Każdy chciał uszczknąć chociaż trochę dla siebie.
Did you work in a mine?
Pracowałeś w kopalni?
Tak, ale to dawne dzieje. Plecy i ramiona już nie te. Ale jak chcesz, to mogę za drobną opłatą opowiedzieć ci o wydobywaniu złóż. Pamiętaj jednak, że taka teoria to jedynie wstęp do tematu. Jeżeli chcesz zostać prawdziwym górnikiem, musisz chwycić kilowy w dłoni i zawalczyć ze skałą.
What's he gonna teach me? Extraction skill?
Nauczysz mnie czegoś o wydobywaniu złóż?
Extraction +1. It costs 0 learning points. Well, what do you know?
Pokaż mi swoje towary.
I'm guessing he's giving me a free tip. But surprisingly, a pickaxe costs 45 gold. Which is more than I would like to pay right now. How is he doing,
Jak
though?
leci?
Aż dziwne, że tyle złych rzeczy dzieje się na wyspie, a tutaj ciągle jest spokój. No, zazwyczaj.
So now the question is, does the extraction skill apply for more than just mining, or is it also chopping down trees or whatever, and fishing and so on? Because that would be good to know. I mean, the guy's giving me some free information. I don't know if he's going to start charging me after the first 5 points or whatever. But if I start fishing, extraction. Fishing has never been my favorite activity, but with a little luck, I might be able to catch some. My best chance is when I focus on a spot where the water is teeming with bubbles. So I guess it is going to affect all of these other methods of harvesting materials. I caught a big fish. I caught 2 fish. I caught 3 fish. Nothing left. What is the big fish? Does that have money inside it or something? A very fat fish. She must have swallowed something big. I got 30 gold out of that. Hey, that's pretty cool. I got a fair number of fish without any extraction and some gold. But I guess I should take this guy up on getting some basic extraction. Oh no, it's gonna always be free learning point cost, isn't it? But I just have to keep paying him more and more money? I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's good to not have to spend the learning points, but I'm going to be really tempted to just dump all my money into extraction now, which might not be the wisest way to go about doing this. I think that time I got, what, 4 fish?
Nauczysz mnie
I could spend another 30 gold getting another plus 10 to my extraction. Whatever that means. Like, I really don't know what 10% means in practical terms. It's safe to assume that the higher the value the more stuff you will get and the higher chance you will have of getting something good, but is that 10% chance the chance to get something good, or is it always a flat 50% to get something or nothing, or whatever the case may be? I do not know. Alright, now I have been, like I said earlier, I have been told that stealing turnips is a problem, so am I going to get in trouble if I steal parsley? This is the butcher. Well, so far nobody has noticed. This guy is, I guess, just fingering his flute and not actually blowing his flute. But for instance, if I come over here and steal the lettuce or cabbage or whatever this is this guy gonna be upset at me? Seemingly not. Are there... I think I could have sworn I saw like some giant pumpkins somewhere at one point.
Hej!
Oh god, I didn't mean to talk to you. I wanted to pick up the carrot. Excuse me while I barge into your lovely village and steal all of your food for myself.
Córka Ezekiela została na brzegu.
I?
Potrzebuje kogoś, kto sprowadziłby jej ciało do wioski.
A co mi do tego?
Czego chcesz w zamian za pomoc? Pieniędzy?
Jak to mówią? Pieniądze nie śmierdzą. Za pokaźny mieszek jestem w stanie się tam pofatygować.
I maybe should have not suggested money and seen if I could have done some other option.
Co słychać?
Zostaw mnie! Rozpraszasz mnie!
I have a feeling I would have to pay him either way. This guy is very eager to talk to me, so maybe I'll wander over here.
Cześć, nie masz przypadkiem przy sobie nieco sera?
Sera?
Tak, jeden kawałek dla mnie, drugi dla mojego szczura ogonka. Oczywiście, odwdzięczę się.
I guess I have cheese.
Oto ser.
Chyba coś ci się pomyliło.
Oh, I don't have cheese. I was like, what? How adorable. We got a pet rat that I can actually talk to. And see, if this were a crime, I would think that these guys would be getting upset at me for coming in and pulling their carrots. Or parsley or whatever. So I think I'm safe. This guy's got weird obsession with walking into this tree. There's a short bow leaning up against the wall. I just completely missed that. Blended right in with the wall. Alright, and it does 10 damage, which is inferior to my training crossbow as of right now. So are all these guys just generic farmers? So it would seem. Who's a... Nah, I don't care. I'm not gonna ask. Thought maybe I could get a unique dialogue out of him, but I'm almost positive it's not gonna matter. Hello.
Widzę, żeś wysoki i siłę masz w rękach niemałą. Pomożesz no staremu? Rypie mnie w kościach, a i oczy już nie te.
Kim jesteś?
Od razu widać, że jesteś tu nowy. Nazywam się Oswald i jestem młynarzem.
Czego potrzebujesz?
Ten stary drań postanowił zrobić sobie przerwę, a moja sakiewka nie może sobie na to pozwolić. Jest leciwy jak ja, ale zawsze działał bez zarzutu. Nie mam pojęcia, co się stało, ale od kilku dni telepie nim jak starym krytoszczurem.
O kim mówisz?
O moim Willu, rzecz jasna. Will to mój młyn.
Will is my mill.
Jak mogę ci pomóc?
Przez tę powódź coś musiało zablokować łopatki młyna. Jeśli pozbędziesz się tego cholerstwa, dostaniesz ode mnie parę monet.
W porządku. Sprawdzę, co to takiego.
Zo, chłopak. No, a teraz ruszaj, bo muszę już wracać do pracy.
Oswald and... Oh, Timo's working in the mill. Look at that.
Hej! Jak leci?
Na zawsze będę twoim dłużnik. Gdyby nie ty,
So, Myvan and Leah are tilling the fields. Timo is... I don't know what he's doing, but he's working at the mill, sorting bags of rice or flour, whatever this is. Wheat being milled into flour or something. Does he
Hey,
have
ty.
extra dialogue?
Co słychać?
Od kilku tygodni pogoda daje nam w kość. Raz zimno, raz ciepło. No szaleć już można.
Okay. Yoink. Hey, in a mill like a mill. In a mill like a mill. The wheel was blocked by some boulders. After I removed them, the water began to flow freely again. Well, the water should have been flowing freely the whole time. It's more that the wheel was not turning. Because the idea is that the water comes straight off of that waterfall into the chute and drops down on the wheel, you know? Anyway, point is, the water wheel is turning again.
Koło zostało oczyszczone. Kamienie blokowały łopatki. Wystarczyło wszystko powyciągać.
Dziękuję, synku. Pięknie dziękuję. Sam już jestem za stary na takie taplanie się w zimnej wodzie. Oto twoja nagroda. Tylko nie przepij wszystkiego za jednym razem.
There's don't drink it all at once. Another one of those perhaps Polish expressions that don't translate quite right into English, but you still understand what it means.
Opowiedz mi o tym młynie.
Pracuję w nim odkąd pamiętam. To prawie mój równolatek. Wiele lat temu wynająłem go od Lady Aldony, byłej władczyni tych ziem. Niech Inos czuwa nad jej duszą. Od tamtej pory jest moim miejscem pracy i domem. Ostatnie podtopienia dały mu się nieźle we znaki, ale Albyn nie pali się do jego renowacji. Robi wszystko to, co bąknie mu Ramsay, a ten smarkacz ma takie samo pojęcie o rządzeniu wioską, jak ja o magii.
Dlaczego Albyn nie chce inwestować w młyn?
Beliar go wie. Znam go od lat i wiem, że nie jest na tyle głupi, żeby nie rozumiał powagi sytuacji. Od czasu, gdy Ramsay ustanowił monopol na mielenie zboża, a flota upadła, staliśmy się głównym żywicielem całego Archolos. Każdy wie, że jak stary Will przestanie działać, to gospodarka wyspy padnie. Ale zanim to nastąpi, zagłodzimy się na śmierć.
Skoro jesteście spichlerzem całej wyspy, dlaczego gubernator nie wyśle wam jakiegoś wsparcia?
Bo ma władzę na wyspie i może robić, co mu się żywnie podoba. Przynajmniej na razie. Morris wie, że nie mamy siły, żeby dyktować warunków, więc będziemy robić to, co robimy zawsze. Siedzieć cicho i liczyć na cud. Pewnie sprowadzi tu swoich ludzi, dopiero gdy Ramsay odda mu Silbach za jakieś marne pieniądze. Ale wtedy będzie jeszcze gorzej.
A co z gildią kupiecką?
W czasie wojny z orkami jesteśmy dla niej łakomym kąskiem. Pewnie będą chcieli położyć swoje chciwe łapska na naszym majątku. Tak jak położyli już na całej wyspie, ale tak łatwo się nie damy. Dla nas, mieszkańców Silbach, wolność była zawsze najważniejszym darem.
Jak idzie praca?
Stary Will jakoś dycha. Ja zresztą też. Ale bywało lepiej, synku.
Chodzi o powódź?
I tak, i nie. Od kiedy Sir Ramsay zdobył monopol na zboże, roboty mam całe mnóstwo i dostaję za nią tyle, co kretoszczur wykopał. No i jeszcze przez tę cholerną pogodę ziarno muszę stale trzymać pod dachem.
Co sądzisz o Sir Ramsayu?
Nic dobrego. To oczywiste, że jego matka lepiej rządziła Silbach. Lady Aldona była żelazną kobietą. Umiała dobrze gadać z miastowymi i stawać na swoim. No i wiedziała, czego nam trzeba. Jej syn z kolei jest zupełnym przeciwieństwem. To zwykły szlachetka lubiący polowania, obfite uczty i towarzystwo kobiet. Poza tym, co to za władca, który raz na rok odwiedza swoich poddanych?
Gdzie teraz przebywa Sir Ramsay?
W przerwach między czyszczeniem butów królewskich namiestników i obżeraniem się? Pewnie jest gdzieś w bogatej dzielnicy w mieście. Aha, jeśli myślisz o rozmowie z nim, to możesz o tym zapomnieć. Ramsay nie ma czasu dla kogoś takiego jak my.
Alright, that was a fair amount of dialogue, but some degree of world building going on there. Ajajaj.
Mógłbyś mi pomóc?
A o co chodzi?
Nie jestem pewien, czy ten przepis jest dobry. Mógłbyś go sprawdzić?
Check him out. Are we using gendered nouns for our food?
Jasne.
Świetnie. Weź ten przepis i składniki. Kuchenka jest tuż obok.
Oh. What? You want me to cook this? I thought you had already prepared it. And there's not a quest entry for this. Fish soup with herbs. Decoction from whole fish, including heads, the staple diet of many fishermen.
Rozumiem.
Fish, any vegetable, and river myrtle. Did he give me all of the stuff I need? Mule myrtle and river myrtle. Okay, so where did he say was a stove? Here? Why are they both leaving the house as I prepare this meal? I feel like I'm being set up for a crime. Fish in vinegar with snapperweed. This is what I want. Hit points 40, mana 10.
Czy zupa się udała?
I mean, I cooked it.
Tak,
To daj mi ją. Dzięki. W końcu zjem porządny obiad. Do zobaczenia.
You couldn't cook that yourself? You had to get a random stranger to do it? Where is he going now? Where did that woman go? It's such a strange interaction. I mean, I got a free recipe out of it, but it was totally bizarre. Okay, I can read up on a couple of things. Let me look at the map. Yeah, okay. Don't really need that, but trade and teaching offers. Registered traders in Silbach. Oh, goodness. Is this giving me general information, or is it ripping a notice off the board to put in my inventory? Registered traders. Bastian, Thorsten, Marcus, Lokvar. I have not spoken to Remy yet. Carden is near the east gate. But I saw him out the, what, south gate, I guess? Now, did that clear that item from my inventory? It did not. So that's gonna clutter up my inventory. But it would seem that I can probably just get rid of them after a certain point. Kipper. Alright, I'll just grab all these and read them. Like axes and large swords, yada yada. Oh, that one didn't give me a thing. I guess probably because I already talked to them, but where's the one for Kipper? There it is. All budding crossbowmen will be welcome at Kipper, the sentry guarding the north gate. So he's who I gotta talk to for the last of my Ezekiel options. Demands... Oh god, there's so many things on here. Buying trophies by free... Oh, don't tell me I have to read all of these from my inventory. No! Oh, dear lord. Frida from the Bowyer's workshop on the trail of the beast in the city of Archolos is happy to buy all animal skins, both those of mammals and reptiles. You will not find such good prices anywhere on the island. Before you head into the city to sell your trophies, remember that according to current regulations, only people with the right papers are allowed through the gates. Okay, that one went away. It kind of seems like it goes away if you... Oh, okay, they're all going away. Good. I was worried that they would only go away if you had not already gotten the journal entry. But now I just have to manually... This one didn't go away, though. The Araxos Gold Mine. The Merchants Guild Mine. What? Oh, one thing said gold, that one says guild. The Merchants Guild Mine invites all interested parties to work in gold mining. We offer access to our deposits in a private mine between the village of Silbach and the Beekeeper's Camp. After paying a small entrance fee, you'll be able to mine gold for as long as you wish. Regardless of your mining skills, you'll always find something to your liking here. And when you emerge from the mine, barely carrying all the shiny nuggets, our blacksmith will be happy to exchange them for real gold coins accepted throughout Myrtana. Of course, we will also gladly exchange any other nuggets you manage to find anywhere else on our beautiful island. The easiest way to get to the mine is to use the services of our, of our runners. For a few coins, they will bring you there safely. So there's a mine somewhere I can go. But see, this is where, like, the word fiddly has been in my mind lately. And, like, fiddly is a board game term commonly used as a negative to describe when components or mechanisms, game procedures have extraneous things to track and move and do and manipulate. And so, like, a game that is described as fiddly means there's extra bits that you have to fiddle with to play the game, and it's not very streamlined, and it's kind of annoying. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting with these, where I'm like, okay, I gotta go into this window, and then I gotta go into a sub window, and then I gotta grab all these individually off the board, and then I gotta open my inventory, and then I gotta go to each one individually and then open it to read it. I'm like, oh god, can I just read it from the notice board and not have to go through all this extra steps? Well, that's kind of how I feel about the cooking too, when it starts getting complicated with so many recipes and keeping track of vegetables and different types of meats, and you're just like, oh man, like, sometimes streamlining can be a good thing. You don't necessarily need overly complicated mechanisms to have good gameplay. Dangerous areas around the village. Hunters in the service of the benevolent Sir Ramsay warn against wandering alone in the woods surrounding the village. Especially dangerous, according to their reconnaissance, were the woods near the waterfalls east of the village of Silbach. A group of frogmen was spotted there recently. And the forest to the north of the village. The low light flow there greatly reduces visibility, which creates ideal hunting conditions for wargs. Alright. That one did not go away. Strange stone objects. New entry: buying items. People of the island of Archolos. You happen to find small bluish-gray stones with peculiar markings. Bring them as soon as possible to the mage Laudus in the city of Archolos. These stones are called runes of magic and can be used only by qualified mages. People unacquainted with magic will have no use for them, nor will they be able to sell them. Mages of water, on the other hand, will be more than grateful to receive them from you. Each citizen who brings them such items will be handsomely rewarded. Signed, Morris, the governor of the city of Archolos. Alright, so did that one go away? I think it did. Demand by Remy, or from Remy, who is the town butcher. Due to a sudden large order, Butcher Remy will urgently purchase a dozen of the following types of raw meat: scavenger meat, mole rat meat, wolf meat. I guess they all have to be raw. Please note that the meat must be fresh and raw. All hunters willing to deliver these goods immediately are invited to his slaughterhouse right next to the bridge at the center of Silbach Village. So is that a quest, or oops, or is that just a note that a person you can sell stuff to? Is it under buying items, I guess? Yeah, there it is. Alright. Information on the next wave of refugees. Is that us? Dear residents of Silbach, as you have probably noticed yourselves, we are witnessing another wave of refugees seeking refuge in our humble village. I ask you to treat all our visitors with respect in accordance with the words of Governor Morris. Remember that they are our countrymen and would do the same for us if it were our island that needed help. Of course, all refugees are bound by the same rules, so I strongly urge you to report any disturbing behavior by our guests immediately. Signed, Albin, Elder of Silbach Village. That one stayed. Demand Jill. The cook, Jill, who works at the manor house of our noble Sir Ramsay, is eager to try out all the new dishes which she can serve for both elegant parties and everyday dinners. Samples of the proposed dishes should be brought to the kitchen of Silbach Manor. As per Sir Ramsay's direct order, it is forbidden to bring any food containing ingredients that may permanently affect health. Nor should larger quantities of the same dish be brought in. However, each first serving will be rewarded handsomely. I remember that. It's another one of those incentives to do a whole bunch of cooking because you get money for every new recipe you bring her. Alright, Lokvar. He wants 10 pieces of blue elder and will pay the full value in gold for each one. Plants can be brought in one at a time as the mage is pressed for time. The elder should be delivered to Lokvar's hut next to the cemetery in Silbach. Do I happen to have 10 blue elders? I do. And I guess he'll buy them at full value, which means 50 bucks. A demand from Carden. Urgent order for skins and furs. Due to an urgent large order, Hunter Carden will purchase the following skins and furs at close to market price. 14 wolf skins, 6 boar skins, 16 rat skins. Holy crap, I could have been getting rat skins this whole time. I did not realize that was a thing. Trophies can be delivered one by one, and gold will be paid immediately for each one. Carden can be found during the day on the path behind the eastern gate of Silbach, and during the evening hours he stays at the hunter's camp at the southern gate. The beast is attacking again. Disturbing beast. I have a memory of there being a... It might be a different bulletin notice, but in one of these fields out here, like a special field raider spawns after you read a notice. It might be this one that I'm just leaving, this wheat field. Maybe. Probably. So if I read one of these notices, might cause a creature to spawn. Albin has officially confirmed the disappearance of another farmer. Despite many clues pointing to a similar attack as in the case of the death of Sentry Hendrik, neither the hunters working in the village nor any of the sentries want to admit that this is the work of the beast living in the nearby woods. All villagers are advised to stay indoors after dark. It might be this one, or this might be talking about a completely different thing. The farmers of Silbach warn against approaching the farmlands outside the village walls. A disturbing beast has appeared on one of them and taken the entire field for itself. For your own safety, it is forbidden to work on the field at the entrance to the dark forest. There will be a reward of 100 gold pieces for the volunteer who gets rid of the beast, to be collected by Albin. So it's not this field, but it's the one just past the stone wall here. Don't talk to me yet. And here's all the pumpkins I was looking for. So there's the scary looking whatever that is. And this I remember from my impressions video that I did, realizing that this thing at the time only spawned after you read that notice. And I would like to see if that is still the case. I guess I can loot some pumpkins while I'm here. You would think a pumpkin would have a lot of healing value because it's such a big item. It does nothing. Only used for food preparation. Is that an old coin on the roof? Alright, so right out here, no sign of any monsters. So if I turn the camera here, and then read this disturbing beast, you see it literally vanished, or not vanish, but appear out of thin air. That's pretty whack. Let's see how badly this hurts. Oh, that hurts a lot. And it moves a hell of a lot faster than a standard field raider. At least it sure seems to. I remember this being a pretty difficult fight, but I did manage to get through it fairly early in the game. I'm not really having much luck right now, though. It's moving really fast. It's so fast that my game is lagging out trying to spin the camera to keep up with it. Damn, he's like not even getting staggered by my hits. Ah, maybe I'll just ignore that for now then.
Na
Kipper.
twoim miejscu nie szedłbym w tę stronę.
Dlaczego nie?
Nie słyszałeś plotek?
Jakich plotek?
O bestii grasującej w pobliskich lasach i czyhającej na takich jak ty.
Is it the same thing that only spawns when I read a note, or are we talking about a different beast?
Coś mi się obiło o uszy.
Gdyby tak było, wiedziałbyś, czym grozi zapuszczanie się w ten gąszcz.
Opowiedz mi o tej bestii.
Nikt nie wie, jak wygląda, bo nikt nie przeżył z nią spotkania. Jakiś tydzień temu wartownik o imieniu Hendrik poszedł za potrzebą na skraj lasu. Dopiero wczoraj myśliwi znaleźli jego ciało. Ledwo go rozpoznali. Ślady kłów były ogromne.
Nikt z miastowych nie zainteresował się tą sprawą?
Ostatnie podtopienia znacznie utrudniły kontakt z miastem, dlatego póki co musimy radzić sobie sami. Poza tym nie liczyłbym na straż miejską. Im to tylko wyzysk wieśniaków w głowie. Już prędzej tropiciele gildii mogliby coś zdziałać, ale ich usługi sporo kosztują. Znając życie, zanim jedni albo drudzy kiwną palcem, bestia znów zaatakuje. Jestem tego pewien.
Jesteś wartownikiem?
Tak, ale jestem tu nowy i dopiero się uczę. Dostałem tę robotę po Hendriku i nie chcę stracić swojej szansy.
Dokąd prowadzi ta ścieżka?
Do lasu, a dalej do kaskad. Od dawna nikt tędy nie chodzi. Chyba że jacyś szaleńcy.
Except for some lunatics.
Potrafisz posługiwać się tą kuszą?
A po co bym ją miał, gdybym nie potrafił? Pełniąc wartę przy tym lesie, wolę mieć coś, czym ustrzelę zagrożenie z daleka.
Nauczyłbyś mnie strzelać.
Pewnie, ale za opłatą. Czemu mam sobie za darmo hodować konkurencję w silbach?
Chcę potrenować.
Dobrze, bierzmy się do roboty.
Does he want standard fees? Yes, he does.
Potrzebuję pomocy.
Tak? A o co chodzi?
Chodzi o córkę jednego z moich towarzyszy. Została na plaży.
Samotna córka na plaży, mówisz? Wartownik Kiper
Well,
zawsze jest gotów do służby.
She is dead.
O którą plażę chodzi dokładnie?
She's not
Te, z
exactly
której
lonely.
przybyliśmy. Za lasem, od strony bramy Harego.
Chodzi o wybrzeże Topielców?
Tak, chyba tak się nazywa. Jest jakiś problem?
Właśnie przypomniałem sobie, że czeka mnie dzisiaj dłuższa niż zwykle warta i muszę zostać tutaj, na posterunku. Ale idź do Feliksa, on na pewno ci pomoże.
Jesteś pewien?
Ostatnio narzekał, że w pracy dopada go rutyna. Pewnie trochę po zrzędzie, ale pomoże ci.
Gdzie go znajdę?
Zwykle pilnuje wschodniej bramy wioski.
Dzięki w każdym razie.
Uważaj tam na siebie.
Does Felix the guy who wanted $25? Harry wants a heavy bag of gold. This must be the north gate. I have a vague memory of there being some pretty sweet loot not too far up the road here. But you know what? I think maybe I should go ahead and learn animal trophies and skinning. Maybe. It's the sort of thing that will most likely pay off in the long run. But it's going to set me back on money now. It'll take me some time to accrue enough stuff that I can sell. And it's a little questionable how soon I can really get a benefit because... Oh, this guy wants to talk to me. I'm supposed to get the full price or the better deal, I think, from somebody in the city. And Carden, I think, was the guy here who will only accept a certain number of certain types of skins.
Witaj, chłopcze. Mógłbyś coś dla mnie zrobić? Właśnie skończyłem odchwaszczanie i już nie mam siły. Weź i wyrzuć chwasty, jakie wyrwałem. Za pomoc dostaniesz grosz.
Jasne, daj te chwasty.
Dzięki, chłopcze. Zrób coś z nimi, a ja w międzyczasie odpocznę.
It's basically just free stuff. Can I sweep up this dirt? I could have sworn there was a quest from a woman who wanted me to sweep up her threshold. No notices on this board. Felix. Here's a guy who wants to talk to me.
Podejdź, śmiało. Widziałem, jak przyglądasz się temu, co robię.
What exactly are you doing?
A tak właściwie to co dokładnie robisz?
Wycinam drewno na swój nowy łuk. Takie młode, obalone drzewa idealnie się do tego nadają. Zazwyczaj uderzył w nie piorun podczas mocnej ulewy, albo silny wiatr wygiął je na tyle, że już nie wróciły do pierwotnej postaci. Ze względu na wiek mają jeszcze dość cienkie gałęzie, a to sporo ułatwia. Przy okazji można zdobyć też kilka lag i przerobić je na strzały. Oczywiście, im więcej wiesz o wydobywaniu materiałów, tym więcej drewna uda ci się pozyskać. I pamiętaj, będziesz potrzebował do tego mocnej siekiery.
Okay, thank you for the tutorial.
Chwila.
Did he... You're not going to give me one, are you? Yes, he will. I can just take the woodcutter's axe. Sweet. And it actually counts as a two-handed weapon. But for instance, cut it down a little. I got one piece of wood. What does that mean? A heavy branch? Wood for weapon crafting. Solid wood used for making weapons, not suitable for building. Sawdust, cover the area. Two heavy branch. Alright, so I guess I got one wood for weapons crafting. And then I got two heavy branches out of that. That's why something like the extraction skill would be useful. That way I can get more crafting materials out of these things as I discover them. Are you a sentry?
Jesteś wartownikiem?
A nie widać?
Nie zupełnie.
Do rzeczy. Czego chcesz?
Słuchaj, musisz mi pomóc.
Po pierwsze, ja nic nie muszę. A po drugie, mam teraz przerwę. Więc zmiataj stąd z łaski swojej.
Co to za przerwa bez kufelka piwa?
Wiesz co? Masz rację. Od tego sterczenia zaschło mi w gardle. Przydaj się na coś i przynieś mi piwo. Wtedy pogadamy.
Do I have a beer?
Proszę, przyniosłem ci piwo.
Yes, I do.
A, no i taką wartę to ja rozumiem. Harry i Kipper zzielenieją z zazdrości, gdy powiem im, że dorobiłem się własnego parobka.
Ta, jak tam chcesz. Pomożesz mi teraz, czy nie?
Dobra, gadaj o co chodzi.
Ciało córki Ezekiela zostało na plaży. Staruszek jest załamany. Może mógłbyś pomóc sprowadzić je na cmentarz.
Co prawda, nie uśmiecha mi się zostawiać bramy bez ochrony, ale na tak szczytny cel może znajdę zastępstwo. Niech da znać, kiedy wyruszamy.
And so with Felix, I don't have to find a replacement. He just takes care of it for me. That's nice. So I believe that puts me at one of two that I need, and the cheapest one to get now would be Kipper, I guess, whoever that other guy was who wanted the 25 gold. If I remember right, the guy at the south gate wants maybe 35 gold or 40 gold worth of ham and wine.
Nauczysz mnie...
That puts me up to 20%, right? And then I've got just under 250 gold. What? I don't have a saw.
Czego tutaj węszysz? Spadaj! Rozsądnie.
Harry was the guy. Kipper is the guy who got scared of it, so I need to go to the other gate here to find the guy who will be somewhat cheap to hire. I would like to pick up my torch, please. There it is. An old scythe is probably two-handed. Indeed it is. Flute Man. This might be the woman who wants me to sweep her floors. Pinia.
Chłopcze, spadłeś mi prosto z nieba.
Oh, it depends on what you mean.
Wiesz, to zależy od tego, co masz na myśli.
Mam na myśli to, że potrzebuję chłopa, który by mi pomógł z pracami domowymi. Nie widzisz, jaki tutaj panuje bałagan? Sama nie dam rady tego wszystkiego posprzątać. A tu jeszcze obiad trzeba przygotować i pola doglądnąć. Wyglądasz na pracowitego chłopaka. Nie chcesz sobie może trochę dorobić?
Of course I do.
Mogę spróbować, ale nie znam się zbytnio na gotowaniu ani roli.
Też bym ci nie powierzyła tak odpowiedzialnych zadań. Wystarczy, że weźmiesz miotłę i trochę tu pozamiatasz. Nie trzeba do tego specjalnych umiejętności. Z pewnością sobie poradzisz. A i mi bardzo to pomoże. W ramach wynagrodzenia mogę cię poczęstować moją zupą, zrobioną na warzywach z mojego poletka. Albo, jeśli jesteś wybredny w kwestii jedzenia, znajdzie się dla ciebie kilka złotych monet. To jak będzie? Pomożesz mi?
Sure.
Chętnie ci pomogę.
Och, dziękuję. Wiedziałam, że ta zupa cię przekona. Proszę, masz tu miotłę. Przejdź się po domu i dokładnie go pozamiataj. Tylko nie zapomnij o sypialni.
There's a lot of dialogue to say, hey, I need help sweeping the floors. Will you do it? Sweeping the floor. Angry Joe would be absolutely ecstatic about this quest line.
Cholera, co się dzieje?
I'm just sweeping the floors, doing my duty. Don't get upset.
O, widzę, że już skończyłeś. Chata od razu wygląda lepiej. Mam nadzieję, że zbytnio się nie zmęczyłeś. Zupa akurat się ugotowała.
I probably should have saved
Będziesz mógł
before
sobie
I...
pojeść po pracy.
Because the soup, I don't know. What if it's like a permanent stat bonus?
Nie mogę się doczekać, aż jej spróbuję.
Mam nadzieję, że ci posmakuje. Tylko się nie popasz, jest jeszcze gorąca. Prawie bym zapomniała. Może i teraz podłoga lśni, ale czymś muszę ją utrzymać w tym stanie. Mógłbyś mi ją oddać?
Oczywiście. Oto ona.
Wspaniale. Jeszcze raz dziękuję ci za pomoc.
I didn't really get to catch what soup she gave me. Old bread soup, I think it was. That's kind of not exciting. I guess I can sell it to the, Jill was her name? I need cheese for the Pete and Tail. Oh, I fell into the river, I guess. Yay. I would like to... Thank you. So I would guess that all of the notice boards in town are treated as one. There's probably no need in the future to go back and check each one individually.
Hej,
Hey, you.
mam wszystko, czego potrzebujesz.
Old bread soup. I can sell it.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
$17. Oh, that's not great.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
25.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
$6.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
7. I was really hoping for a lot more than that. I mean, to be fair, these are not very complicated recipes, but still. How much would Finya have given me if I had requested gold? Would it have been more than 17?
Hej. Pohandlujmy.
Pewnie, nie ma sprawy. Moje baranki wyglądają na szczęśliwe.
So I'm guessing at this point that I can get
Rozumiem.
more than 15 gold.
Rozumiem. Rozumiem.
From crafting these recipes. And then selling them to Jill. And then I'll also have the recipe for my own benefit when it comes time to craft healing items for myself. Now I gotta remember what I bought. Mushroom cutlet. I don't have flour or fat. That one's probably worth having a few of those for my own benefit. That's hay from leftovers. Make one. This is what that other couple randomly wanted me to cook. I need, what, 2 sausages? 1 sausage for the scrambled eggs. And this one needs flour and fat. So how much do those cost to buy?
Pokaż.
1 sausage is 15. What if I get less than 15 gold out of it? Yeah. And does he have chunks of fat? A chunk of fat is 25. What was the other thing I needed? Salt? Oh, I have salt, don't I? A sack of flour.
Pokaż.
None of this looks like a sack of flour to me. Pickled turnip. Digger meat tripe spicy soup with cabbage and beer bread. I guess I'll just buy all the stupid recipes now. What do I need to make a beer bread?
Rozumiem.
I need a sack of flour, which I don't have. I need a carrot, parsley, cabbage. I think I have all of this. Digger meat tripe.
Rozumiem.
Parsley, salt, bag of pepper. I got that. Pickled turnip. Turnip. I don't have honey. Can I buy
Pokaż.
any honey? Is pure spirit what they consider strong alcohol? Would local moonshine count? None of this looks like honey. And I don't remember, did I buy a hunk of sausage? I don't think I did. I should probably just go ahead and bite the bullet and get a hunk of sausage. Now I gotta remember what I have and have not crafted and go through this menu. Pickled turnip, I'm missing the honey for that. Strong beer and flour. Spicy soup with cabbage. Produced 0. Let me produce at least one of these. Mushroom cutlet. Blacking the flour and the fat chunk. I could make digger meat tripe. Whoops, I meant to hit the other button so I could read 65 health points. That's kind of nice. Looks like I've produced everything that I have the materials to produce. Did I ever make the scrambled eggs, though? I did not. So let's see what I can get for all these. I think I spent, what, like 5, 10, 15... maybe 30 or 40 bucks on recipes. So hopefully I get more than that back. Plus the 15 I spent on the sausage, and then I had extra value in foodstuffs that is worth something. Hey Jill, where are you at?
Mam wszystko, czego potrzebujesz.
Please tell me these are new.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
17. This is the one that I spent 15 on the sausage.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
I got 4 profit, which is probably less because I could have sold a scrap scavenger egg for more.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
22.
Masz. Dla ciebie. Masz. Dla ciebie. Masz. Dla ciebie.
Mush. So I got 370. Getting some profit here. Money is becoming a little less of a concern at this point. You know what? Let me just go ahead and learn how to take the animal skins, because that'll also give me the stealth skill, which I can use for sneaking around. And it should pay off in the long term, and the earlier I get it, the better I'll be. Teach me animal trophies, mammal skin, and stealth.
Naucz mnie podstaw oprawiania zwierząt.
Jeśli chcesz stosunkowo łatwo dopaść zwierzynę, musisz umieć odpowiednio do
I
niej
have already
podchodzić.
sat through this
Kiedy
guy's dialogue. Whoops, please stow the weapon. So what
Mam wszystko,
do
czego
I have
potrzebujesz.
that I can sell to him? A rat skin. I have 1 rat skin.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
Masz, dla ciebie. No idea if I said that right.
Nauczysz mnie?
Cóż,
Now I can get him to also teach me reptile skins. This is like really expensive stuff though. I don't know if I can justify that.
Ucz mnie. Nauczysz?
Pewnie.
Man, everything is just so expensive. Wow. A feather is a tool for riders and clerks. I can also rewrite scrolls with it. What about fletching arrows with that? Is that a thing? Like, can I sell this book that I don't need? Or this book that oh, I need to use this to learn it from, don't I? Man, like, it was just, oh, everything is so expensive.
Cholera.
I kind of want to learn, I brought the trophies.
Przyniosłem trofea.
What trophies is he buying? I kind of want to learn like fangs and claws, because these are fairly standard items to learn, I think, but most creatures would have teeth or claws. But that's 150. That's 300 if I get both. That's like my entire income right there. Unless I start getting like really reckless and selling crazy stuff. Like I could sell Ice Lance, figuring I might not use that anytime soon. I sell some of these books, like the Circles of Magic I should probably hold on to. Not a whole lot here, so man. I mean, what else am I going to use my money on?
Pokaż mi swoje towary.
Show me your goods. So he's got recipes, meat packs. Hunter's specialty. I guess I'll buy both of these because they're only $5. Now I wanted to sell the scythe for a meager $7. I don't suppose like I get better value if I sell this to the blacksmith if I'm not doing it in a dialogue option, so it probably doesn't matter who I sell this to. I can sell the stick because the woodcutter's axe is effectively the same thing, and I'd want to keep that. Need to keep at least one knife. Guess I can ditch the swords and the skeleton arms. I could sell the bow, perhaps. And really, I should be saving that to sell to someone else for more value. Not good for anything. I can sell that and just, I guess, get rid of it. Clear my inventory. Need the fishing rod. And brushwood, who knows if that's useful for anything. This thing will sell for $10. Not very, lucrative. The Ice Lance sells for 11. Good grief. Okay, well, God.
Przyniosłem trofea.
Whoops, wrong button. That's also the wrong button. Teach me something about hunting. Claws. Because that one sword I wanted to craft is going to need lurker claws. Right? And this guy will sell me a lurker skin, I thought. Lurker skin, but he won't sell me lurker claws. But are lurker claws different from this? Oh, I hate this decision making. I feel like I need to get those skills to maximize future investments, but it's such a steep cost to pay now, and what else am I going to want to spend my gold on? Even just training strength is like 15 gold per 5 increment points. You know, so if I want to improve my strength by 10, that's 30 gold. 30 gold doesn't seem like a lot, so I would be able to get that at some point, you would think. But these sell prices are just so steep. And by steep, I mean non-existent. Like, I'd also like to learn pickpocketing, and it would be nice to get maybe a better lockpicking skill. Ah, man. I'll get the claws, I guess.
Nauczysz mnie... Jak wyrywać zwierzętom pazury?
Pazury możesz pozyskiwać z wielu gatunków, ale zasada zawsze jest taka sama. Zacznij od złapania palca danego zwierzęcia i upewnij się, że pazur jest cały wysunięty. Następnie wbij ostrze pod nasadę szponu i go podważ. Czasami może zostać na jakimś ścięgnie. Wtedy musisz je jeszcze dodatkowo przeciąć.
I'm still 38 gold shy of learning the other one. I have enough that I can sell to get up to 38.
Pokaż mi swoje.
And then I'll just be good for a while on all this stuff. On learning skills. You know, I can sell these to Lokvar. That'll get me 50. Let me do that. And then I can come back and learn the fangs, and then I'll have at least all of the basic stuff, I feel. Usually skins, claws, and teeth are kind of the standard things that a lot of creatures have.
Hej, ty.
Hey, you.
Mam wszystko, czego potrzebujesz.
Oh, I can sell all of them.
Masz, dla ciebie.
But he only wanted 10.
Pohandlujmy.
Okay, then. Ah, but there's also that. More recipes to buy. I guess I can afford them, though. Hunter specialty and meat packs.
Pohandluj.
Hey. It's like ripping off a band-aid on that one. Just buy the things. Whoa.
Cóż.
Reptile skins, bloodfly wings, fat, and venom. Like, I don't know. Bloodfly wings would be nice. Those seem fairly popular, but the other ones are a little bit more situational.
Nauczy?
Pewnie.
Pulling out fangs.
Jak wyrywać zwierzętom kły?
Widzisz, już się czegoś nauczyłeś.
I'm better already, apparently. And so now that I have no money...
Rozumiem. 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 Rozumiem.
And I have 9 learning points remaining, which is a unfortunately weird number. That's kind of also why I don't like getting those skills that are in non-increments of 5, because then you end up with weird leftover points. You're like, well, I have 7 learning points, but I need 10, so I need a whole nother level up to get 3 more. And you're just like, I just want 3. And take a look at, see if I have enough to craft the 4 recipes I just bought. Pickled turnip, I still have no honey. I don't have any of that. Mushroom cutlet, still none of that. Herb stew, I can make that. Now, when it says any meats... I need 3 wolf meat. Do I have wolf meat? Somebody wants raw wolf meat though. How many did Remy want? Dozen raw wolf, mole rat, and scavenger meat, so... I'll just go ahead and grill 3 for my recipe here. Let me double check that it was 3. What was it? I need 3 for that. Cooking preferences. Any meat. I would like to assign that to be... Why do some of these say not used and some say used? What do I have the most of? Like, this is what I mean when I say fiddly. Like, I'm digging through these long lists of things, and then I'm having to go through my inventory and check all this. And then these things are all spread out over the place, trying to find what meats are where. Like, I just would like it to be a little bit better streamlined. It's probably hard to do with these, with this interface system. Raw scavenger meat. So when I do that, I pressed enter on raw scavenger meat. Now it says used. Not used. It's like I have to come in here and manually toggle what I do and do not want to be used. Anytime a recipe says any meat. It's kind of annoying. I would really prefer it to not pull from something rare or valuable. Something that I might want to use in another more specific cooking recipe. Alright, so now they should all say not used except raw scavenger meats. And what do I have for vegetables? I got a lot of parsley and pumpkins. So probably the pumpkin got a relatively high sell value, but probably actually do fish even count as a meat? I can't use fish meat, can I? I guess I should probably set the vegetables to use the parsley. Alright, now that I got that figured out, prepare a meal. Meat packs. Any meat and cabbage. I can make one of these. Then Hunter's Specialty, now that I have my 3 fried wolf meat. Mushroom stew. I will be using 1 mushroom from my personal supply, which is 1 less for a possible mana bonus in the later stages. I'm still missing flour. I could buy fat, except I can't afford to now. And see, if you're watching this, like, is this fun gameplay to watch? I imagine it's not. Like, this is not particularly fun gameplay to play. Just scrolling through menus and checking numbers and figuring out what's what. It's not fun for me. I imagine it's even less fun to watch. If I run these back to Jill and sell them, get maybe 30 bucks, maybe 50 or 60. Can have a little bit of operating capital, which is important because I actually need to buy some services from one of the guards still.
Mam wszystko, czego potrzebujesz.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
21.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
17.
Masz. Dla ciebie.
Hey, that's not bad. Well, it's a 64. Oh, not there. So now let me double check the price of wine and ham and see if that's less than 25. And if it is, then I'll get Falcorn or whatever his name is at the south gate. Otherwise, I'll get Harry for 25 bucks. Show me your goods. Okay. Ham is 15. Wine is 10. I already have wine, though. So if I just buy the 1 ham, that would be cheaper than paying 25 out of pocket. So how about if I get the ham and I hire what's-his-face? Is that right? That's all he needed? Did that show up in my artifacts tab? I guess the artifacts tab is what I had open. And so it just moved it into my inventory to be sorted later.
Hej, ty.
Was it you, or did I have to give the stuff to, I guess I have to give it to the hunter.
Hej, ty.
I have provision for you.
Mam dla ciebie prowiant.
Świetnie. Już się dogadamy z Folkardem w sprawie szczegółów.
All right. You do your little circly business there. I'm gonna make a couple more bolts while I have an opportunity. I guess I can convert arrows into bolts. Nah, I'll save that for later. I'll just make a few from the branches. Wait, that was arrows. Bolts. Use 1 heavy branch. 6, 9, 12. I'll get 15. That might be alright for now. How am I doing on sticks? I got 9 more, and I got 36 bolts. All right, full card. I got your
Udało ci się znaleźć
replacement.
dla mnie zastępstwo. Nie zostaje mi nic innego, jak tylko pomóc Ezekielowi. Niech się zgłosi, gdy będzie gotowy wyruszać na plażę.
Well, I gotta talk to Ezekiel for that? Looks like it. Just gotta go talk to Ezekiel and say, hey, I got all your dudes.
Udało mi się przekonać 2 wartowników, aby ci pomogli.
Tak, Wiktor już mi o tym powiedział. Wieści w tej wiosce rozchodzą się bardzo szybko. Bardzo ci dziękuję za pomoc. Może kiedyś uda mi się tobie odwdzięczyć. Teraz wybacz. Muszę zwołać wartowników i odnaleźć Florę.
I actually should go back that way and check out the teleporter pad at some point.
Co możesz mi powiedzieć o wiosce?
Ooh, there's a missing sentry. What was the name? Hendrik?
Co wiesz o tym zaginionym wartowniku?
O Hendriku? Jakiś tydzień temu poszedł za potrzebą w stronę lasu i zaginął bez wieści. Cały czas narzekał na tutejszą gorzałkę, więc wszyscy myśleli, że poszedł się urżnąć do miasta. Ale gdy nie wrócił następnego dnia, rozpoczęliśmy poszukiwania. No i wczoraj go znaleźliśmy. Dopadły go jakieś dzikie bestie. Ślady po kłach na jego ciele były głębokie i olbrzymie. W życiu nie widziałem czegoś podobnego.
Still no opportunity to get more soup from Martha.
Pokaż mi.
Ah, man. Okay, so what, are they already gone? They're leaving for the thing? Looks like Marcus standing guard. So they are not back yet. So I don't know if I have to wait a day or if they are actually walking all the way to the Lurker Coast. But now that I have a sneak skill, I can possibly fiddle around with stealing some stuff. Wonder if I could sneak into, God, that guy, like, was walking all up in here. I'm a steel turnip. The pouch is more valuable. Don't mind me, I'm just stealing everything that is not in a locked chest. Leather bellows. This looks like a bow or a staff. Can't take it though. Hello. Woo. Let me just run out here.
Co tam robiłeś, co?
I wanted all of the things that were not nailed down, that's what.
Hej ty! Co? No
Who said
proszę,
that?
jednak można.
You saw nothing. Leather bellows has 25. I guess I should open this and get 10 arrows. Don't turn around. Somehow, I do not detect anything in this room. I have nothing in line of sight, at least. Sure doesn't look like there's anything in here to steal.
Co ty? Mądra decyzja.
You know, it would be really clever to hide something like way back in one of these corners. I'm not sure that they did, though.
Co ty tam robisz?
Oh god, alright, so I need to crouch
jesteś wcale taki głupi,
before
na
I
jakiego
get to the top landing. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna look around and probably steal nothing because most things are in chests that I will have to pick. And I don't have many lockpicks. I could try this one. The other ones are probably going to be in that dude's line of sight. But for instance, if I stand right here, yoink. Aha! I got some money out of it. What's the, essence and extracts? 45. Alright. So now I can try to steal from the chest that may or may not be locked and may or may not require me to break multiple picks. That's locked. Left. Right. Left, right, left. Okay. I mean, this seems pretty useful. Good stuff, I guess. I spent 2 out of how many lockpicks to get it, though? I have 3 left, so I burned... I had 5? And see, this is where the metagaming is either, like, a good or a bad thing for the design, because If they're going to change the combination every time, then am I going to want to spend more time doing trial and error until I randomly get lucky and spend fewer lockpicks?
Nie masz tu czego szukać.
Well, I got caught this time, but I ended up spending the same amount of lockpicks. It's like if I can do it with only breaking one, that would be probably okay.
Co ty tam robisz?
Wow, what?
Trzymaj łapy z daleka.
Are they hearing me fail at the lockpicking? Like, what is going on? This is another one of those instances where something worked fine the first time, and now, since reloading the save, it's not working right. Like when I was previously testing the stealth system to see if you could cheat it as you could in the previous games by just jumping. And it worked fine the first time, and then every time thereafter it didn't work. Now they're catching me every time I try to pick this lock. Right, left, right. So that was with one break. I will live with that.
Co ty tam robisz? Mądra decyzja.
I don't know if the pearl will be used in any crafting or anything, but it might possibly be able to be sold for some money. And now I'm curious, can I steal stuff while sneaking and people not having line of sight on me? So if I'm all the way up here by myself and I pick this up without being in stealth. Oh. I'm getting away with it so far, and I didn't even bother going into stealth mode. I would very much like to loot the silver plate. It's like out of reach. I can't do it. There it is. So nobody is any the wiser that I have taken anything, right? What about Albin, or Albin's wife? How are things?
Jak się mają sprawy?
Odkąd pomogłeś nam z kilkoma problemami, jest trochę lepiej. Gdyby jeszcze wszyscy twoi towarzysze byli tacy pomocni.
All right. I think I'm in the clear. Take a look at that locked chest upstairs. This one needs a oh, I can pick this one. I thought I needed a key. Right, right, left, left. Right, right, left, left, left. Right, right, left, 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 left. Alright, so that got me in. And there's gonna be a lot of trophies I can steal. Or a lot of trophies I can't steal, that was the issue. You spend all this time sneaking into a trophy room, and then they have all these weapons and trophies lying around that you can't loot. Let me close this door just in case. And I hope they don't make me pick this chest too. Oh, they are. Alright. So I've only got, what, 2 lockpicks left? Where are they? I've got 2 left. I may have to buy more lockpicks. And see, now it just becomes this infinite process of just trying to figure it out with only 2 lockpicks, and yeah, like there's a part of me that feels like if the chance of success is anywhere greater than 0, then I might prefer to just use the old exploit, because you know, I may, it's possible for me to sit here and get the same end results as before, but it's just going to take me so much more time to get there. That's, of course, supposed to be the deterrent. But see, like, through random luck, I had one try earlier where I had, like, 5 combos done. You know, and then that one breaks after only, what, 2 successes? So it's just like, I don't know. I mean, the old exploit was definitely overpowered. But I would like to see perhaps a better medium of options here where, like, you can where the lock picking is a little more deterministic, where it's basic locks will always use, you know, X amount of lock picks, or will never use more than X amount of lock picks. That way you can kind of be a little more predictable with everything. Who was it who was selling lockpicks?
Hej, ty.
Nie ma tak.
Okej.
Not him.
Czas na mnie. Hej.
Oh, he doesn't sell anything, does he?
A czego ty tam szukałeś, he?
Hej, ty. Pokaż.
He's got some lockpicks, so I can spend 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh. This one's a much better value. So now I gotta reload that save, go back and buy those ones, and then come back here and try the chest again.
Ej, ty. Pokaż
Show
mi
me
sw-
your goods. So for 25, I can get a dozen lockpicks. Now the next question is, I recall that in one of the Gothic game, well, the things on the ground floor, one of the Gothic games, I could, or you could, like higher dexterity lowered the chance to break a lockpick, so does that apply in this game as well? Can I steal these without getting in trouble? See, why am I like having so much ease of stealing crap now? When previously I had people like immediately detecting that I was stealing stuff. It's not just because I learned the sneak skill, is it? That would be ridiculous. Did I ever loot this treasure chest? I did not. A ghost light, perennial Araxos wine distributed through Myrtana by the Merchants Guild of Araxos. Leather bellows with 25 gold in it. A gold cup worth 350. More perennial wine and 10 shards of magic. So not a lot of raw value there, but I can sell some of that for money. The gold, at least. Is there anyone who will buy gold for a higher price than what it's worth in the shop? As for instance, if I were to go to Thorsten
Ej, ty.
and try to sell some of this to him, how much is he going to offer me
Pokaż mi.
for it? Go to the right. 18, 53, 15, 38, 38, 15. Yeah, it's a decent amount of money. Some of these skins, the troll skin, the desert wolf I would have thought would be worth more than that, but Some of these will sell for a decent amount, so
Czas na mnie.
I might hold off on selling that until I know what I want to spend it on. But in the meantime, it's probably a good idea to buy some more lockpicks.
Pokaż mi.
Now I'm a little paranoid that there's going to be a finite amount of lockpicks in the world. Because if there is a finite option or a finite amount, then I may just be stuck, unable to steal stuff later. Show me your goods. What does he got? Sweet blueberry bun. I don't really want to buy any of this, but hey, there's a sack of flour for 50. Of course, the baker would have the stuff I need. Enough for many dishes. I wonder when it says many if that means literally an infinite amount or if it's ever possible to run out. Like if it's 50 and then you run out and they say, oh, I've used the last of my salt. You're like, oh no, gotta buy more salt. But what was it that needed flour? Prepare a meal. That one also needs a strong beer. And I could get this one with a fat chunk, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it right now. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to buy the Martha's soup. Nobody's yet to offer me any more soup, and I've not yet come across a recipe, so I'll try just giving this to Lokvar. Probably should have saved before I did that.
Hej, ty.
Hey, you. Is that enough?
Tyle wystarczy?
Mówiłem o całym garnku, a nie o porcji dla biedaka.
Były pewne problemy. Smacznego. Przeze mnie teraz reszta będzie jadła same resztki.
Lepsze to niż nic. Przepyszne. Marta to jednak złota kobieta jest.
Do tej pory zamiotłem ci chatę i przyniosłem jedzenie. W jaki sposób ma mi to pomóc w nauce alchemii?
Ha, zobaczysz. Czas na ostateczny test. Test siły. Tam, gdzie zawodzi spryt, będziesz musiał stawić czoła zagrożeniu osobiście. Udaj się do tutejszej kaplicy i przepędź wszystkie bestie, które się tam zagnieździły.
Bestie?
Tym razem to nie są żarty, chłopcze. Udało mi się zamknąć drzwi, więc tak łatwo się nie wydostaną na zewnątrz. Pamiętaj tylko, że niewiele jest broni, które są w stanie je zranić.
What?
Skoro zagnieździły się tam potwory, dlaczego nie powiesz o nich wartownikom?
Bo to jest twój test, a nie ich.
Czym mam w takim razie je pokonać?
Spróbuj miotłą.
Miotłą? Nie masz jakiegoś miecza na zbyciu?
Dam ci radę. Czasem najprostsze rozwiązania są najlepsze. Weź ten klucz. Otworzysz nim drzwi do kaplicy. Idź i niech Adanos ci sprzyja.
What does that mean? After bringing Lokvar the stew, he told me about my last task. I'm gonna go to the local chapel and defeat the beasts that made it their home. This time the mage sounded dead serious, but then he was talking about using a broom to kill stuff. Some comment about only certain weapons will kill it. I see. Well, he had me concerned. I was fully expecting there to be like a zombie or a skeleton or something in here. So it's kind of funny that he just like, oh, meat bugs. Alright, where is that teleport room? So what happens if I use this? Am I gonna get a choice? Or is it gonna warp me somewhere? Choose a location. Okay. Well, that's convenient. So I wanted to go back to the coast, check out the thing
Widzę, że
anyway.
wracasz cały i zdrowy, a więc zwycięstwo?
Tak, rozgniotłem je wszystkie.
Gdy stąd wyruszyłeś, twarz miałeś bladą jak płótno. Strach cię obleciał, jakbym wysyłał cię do walki z samym Beliarem.
Dość tych żartów. Kiedy w końcu dowiem się czegoś o alchemii?
Alchemia, alchemia. No tak, zapomniałbym. Masz tu książkę, podstawę alchemii. Weź ją sobie i przeczytaj.
I to wszystko? Żadnego zbierania ziół i ważenia mikstur?
Chciałeś poznać podstawę alchemii? To je poznasz. Rzecz jasna, jeśli umiesz czytać. A teraz, z łaski swojej daj mi się zdrzemnąć. Po tym gulaszu jakiś taki senny się zrobiłem.
Z alchemią trochę nie wyszło, ale może zwiększysz moją magiczną moc?
Jak nie wyszło? Co nie wyszło? Udostępniłem ci wszystkie potrzebne narzędzia, by szkolić się w tej pięknej sztuce. Młodzi, tacy teraz niewdzięczni. Jeszcze raz, czego tym razem chciałeś?
Zwiększenia mocy magicznej.
Niech ci będzie. Coś ci tam pokażę, tylko wiesz, przydałoby mi się trochę złota na drobne wydatki.
Oczywiście, jakżeby inaczej. Zwiększ moją magiczną moc.
Dobrze, spróbujmy.
That's a steep cost. Not paying that.
Pohandlu...
Especially because I don't have much use for mana right now. Nothing there worth buying. So, find Rolf and a treatment for Yorn is all I have officially remaining. I still need to talk to a few people in town. I'd kind of like to resolve the quest with Ezekiel and his daughter. I think at some point they do gather her body and then we get to see a little funeral type service at the cemetery. $130. I could get some more extraction points.
Pokaż.
Gonna need to buy a pickaxe, I think, because I don't know anyone who's, or at least I have yet to find
Nauczysz
one.
mnie czego...
Extraction plus 5. Oh, I get another
Nie
10.
mogę cię już niczego nauczyć. Jesteś za dobry.
Okay. So I guess that was the limit. At 30%. I'm happy with that. At least I know that it's not, that I'm not capable of investing more into it at this point. So I didn't want to be feeling compelled to go all the way up to 50 or 60%. They don't care that I stole their light axe, which has a sell value of 50, which turns into like 7 or something piddly when you go to sell it.
Hey, ty.
Hey, you. I can sell
Mam
you
wszystko,
some
czego
stuff.
potrzebujesz.
I don't know how much I want to sell to you, though. Scavenger, wolf, and mole rat. Because this stuff is useful for, my own cooking recipes and things.
Kim jesteś?
Jestem Remi i rąbię mięso.
Rozumiem, że jesteś rzeźnikiem?
Pobiłbym ci brawo za spostrzegawczość, ale nie chcę zachlapać się krwią.
I see that you're not in a good mood.
Widzę, że humor ci nie dopisuje.
Jesteś bystrzejszy niż myślałem. Nie dopisuję, bo haruję w pocie czoła na takich wypierdków jak wy, a dostaję za to mizerną zapłatę.
Jaki masz z nami problem?
Taki, że nie potraficie walczyć o swoje. Gdyby pojawił się tu jakiś ork, pierwsze co bym zrobił, to chwycił za broń. Wy jednak spieprzacie jak szczury z tonącego okrętu.
Nie wybieraliśmy naszego losu.
Mogłem się tego spodziewać. Z waszych ust padają ciągle wymówki. Gardzę takimi tchórzami jak wy.
Am I gonna fight him?
Powtórz, bo chyba nie dosłyszałem.
Z miłą chęcią powtórzę. Jesteście wrzodem na dupie tej wyspy. Im szybciej was się pozbędziemy, tym lepiej.
Chyba przydałaby ci się lekcja dobrych manier.
Tylko spróbuj mnie tknąć, a starszy się o wszystkim dowie.
Schowaj tę broń! Rozsądnie!
Thought maybe I could provoke him into attack. Are you gonna lower your weapon?
Odłóż broń!
Rozsądnie!
There you go.
Jak wygląda praca rzeźnika?
A jak ma wyglądać? Biorę tuszę krytoszczura czy innego dzika i przerabiam ją na mięso. Nie ma w tym wielkiej filozofii.
Show me your goods.
Pokaż mi swoje towary.
More recipes, bread with meat, farmer sandwich, meat mishmash, scavenger, and pumpkin shashlik. That one is actually pretty useful, I think. Heals 100, and it uses scavenger meat and pumpkins, which I have quite a few of. I'll have to come back for that later.
Co słychać?
Słyszałem, skąd was przywiało. Powinniście byli zostać w tej waszej zapchlonej dziurze.
This guy is still running his mouth. All right. So I did not get a quest from him. That conversation could have possibly gone a little better or differently if I had chosen different options. Vite.
Kim jesteś?
Nazywam się Wade. Jestem podróżnym i sprzedaję wszystko, czego będziesz potrzebował w dziczy. Pochodnie, mikstury, broń, żywność. Tutejsze lasy są strasznie niebezpieczne. Bez odpowiedniego ekwipunku bym się w nie nie zapuszczał. No, chyba że jesteś doświadczonym wojownikiem, ale raczej na takiego nie wyglądasz.
Buy armor. That, I think, is the same defense that I have currently. These ones for 150 would possibly be useful. But again, as I recall, I think there's free armor not too far out of this gate. If I remember right.
Czy mogę ci w czymś pomóc?
No właściwie to tak. Jak to każdego wieczoru popijałem sobie wino w karczmie. Kiedy byłem już kompletnie pijany, zagadał do mnie farmer i zaproponował zakład. Kto wypije więcej i utrzyma się na nogach. Nie miałem już przy sobie złota, bo wszystko wydałem na wino, więc Zaproponowałem mój glejt, pozwalający mi na swobodne wchodzenie i wychodzenie z miasta. Nie wiem, co mnie wtedy podkusiło, ale nigdy w życiu nie podjąłem głupszej decyzji. Oczywiście przegrałem, a dokument straciłem. Nie tak łatwo wyrobić sobie nowy, a nie uśmiecha mi się dawać co chwilę strażnikom w łapę.
Jak się nazywał ten farmer?
Severin.
Gdzie go znajdę?
Jak boleśnie się przekonałem, wieczory spędza w karczmie. W dzień znajdziesz go pewnie na jakimś polu.
Pomogę ci.
Od samego początku wiedziałem, że równy z ciebie gość.
Jak mam to od niego zdobyć? Mam go zabić?
Ogłupiałeś? Masz do załatwienia jakąś sprawę i pierwsze co przychodzi ci do głowy to morderstwo? Miałbyś wtedy na karku całą wioskę. Zostałaby z ciebie plama krwi, rozsmarowana od karczmy do wybrzeża Topielców.
To jak mam to zrobić?
Nie wiem, wymyśl coś, tylko pod żadnym pozorem go nie zabijaj.
I love this camera angle because it looks like he's just, Vite is this guy with his back turned to me.
Pokaż mi swoje towary.
Show me your goods. Oh, he's got a lot of stuff. A lot of different types of protections. Dexterity bonus of 3. 40 health point bonus. With leather armor. I mean, these are pretty useful. Lurker claws. Okay. Might be at a point where I can craft that one weapon that I was looking at earlier. This guy has claws and skins.
Co słychać?
Jeśli załatwisz sprawę mojego glejtu, to wszystko będzie w porządku.
As long as he's staying in town and he's not like a wandering merchant, it might be in business to sell some of the gold and silver and valuable stuff that I got. Learn smithing. I have enough skill points for it. And I think I have enough to... I forget how much strength I needed. 25 maybe? So I think I have enough to get that fine short sword or whatever it was that does 50 damage. So that's probably a good thing to focus on, if not now, then before I head out exploring outside of town. But I just remembered that the guy with the rat, Pete, I think, wanted some cheese. So maybe I can buy some cheese for him. It's only 5 gold. Anybody else? Can I steal any of this stuff? Because that was honey. I'd kind of like some of this. Oh, don't overwrite that one. Yeah, alright, alright. What if I crouch and I steal it from right in front of him? Yoink, yoink. I'd like to get the milk, please. Alright, now I got some honey. That was going to be used in a cooking recipe, but that might be a one-time use. All right, Pete, I have your cheese.
Oto ser.
Chyba coś ci się pomyliło.
What?
Oto ser.
Chyba coś...
You bastard.
Oto ser.
Chyba coś...
He doesn't want the cheese? Oh. Are they about to set out? I spent 5 gold buying cheese for him, and he did not want it.
Widzę, że dobrze cię tutaj traktują.
Jako stary handlarz mam jeszcze w sobie trochę uroku osobistego. Potrafię coś wynegocjować, ale długo na kredyt nie pożyję. Może to i dobrze.
So were you guys gonna go to retrieve Flora? I don't know. I'm still miffed. I either misinterpreted what he wanted, like, did he want a special cheese, or is that just a trollish interaction from the designers to have an NPC ask for cheese and then be like, what are you talking about, when I show up with cheese? But other than that, I think that's everybody spoken to.
Hey.
I don't think there's anything left to explore in town other than, like, you know, stealing stuff. He definitely wanted cheese because of his mouse, but there's no other type of cheese that I could buy as far as I can tell, so I think I just wasted $5 on cheese. Alright. Well, I think on that note, I'm gonna end the session here, and I'll fiddle around with the blacksmithing stuff in the next session and see if I can craft that nice sword that might be a fairly decent early game weapon. That will be for the next episode.